See if I can get down here and show you guys these dyno sheets a little better. It's hard to zoom in with this camera. It just gets blurry when I zoom in. That's probably about as close as I can get, but you can just barely make out the 426.91. That was the best pull that we had, and if you come over here to see the line go up there, it actually levels out right across there. And where it's peaked at, I mean, this is crazy, but if you look at where it peaked, you go down here, it peaked at about 5,600 RPMs, which is low for this motor. With the valve train that's in this motor, everything is Ferrara. I mean, the springs, the retainers, I mean, everything is Ferrara inside this thing. This motor should easily go to 7 grand. And I'll show you on the other sheet over here where it does make power up to 7 grand. The issue is the boost, once it reached 5,800 RPMs, it could not maintain itself. It just leaked itself right off. We got up to about 18 psi there, and then as the RPMs went, the boost just crept away down through there all the way up to 7 grand. If you look over here at this sheet, I believe this was a 301 run. This was I believe this was just at wastegate boost pressure. I believe this was just 4 or 5 psi, and it made power all the way up to 7 grand. You can see. Now that should just go to show that this motor will make power up to 7 grand if boost is maintained. And if you would, you know, theoretically just look at the power curve on this thing, because I plan on running 35 to 40 pounds of boost with this motor once it is switched over to rear wheel drive. Right now it is still in front wheel drive formation, and there's no transmission that I can put in this thing right now to keep it together. So rear wheel drive will be next year's project. But as you can see, the top line there is the 500 mark. If you would keep going up through here, I mean, it should make 500 horsepower at 6 grand. And if it's going to go up to 7 grand, it should be over 600 horsepower, no problem. The main issue right now is just maintaining the boost.